I encourage you, and I encourage you indeed. And I say, watch pornography. Yes, watch pornography. Watch porno. Why shouldn't you watch porn? When other people are watching pornography, when other people are enjoying just to see some explicit sexual entertaining content which is just so alluring and so attractive and brings a lot of people into the fold. You should watch it and enjoy it, and you should not feel ashamed to watch pornography, because pornography is the aesthetic of life in this generation that we call the new millennium, of the new age, of the 21st century, the century of many, many things that are a reality in modern day life. Well, pornography is not that bad, because if porn is bad, shouldn't it be barred from the World Wide Web? Shouldn't it be not acceptable to men and to women and to people in society? Studies have been conducted in the world of the developed world, which is the world that you are in. Whether we say you're in Europe or you're in Asia or in North America, whether South America or Africa, pornography is just popular now because there's a lot of material content that is classified as pornographic. But the outline is not that pornography is that bad. The far cry is just very low, not even loud, because pornography itself is engineered and created in the most sophisticated and most highly classified modern world that we call the westernized world. So the denial is the people saying that pornography is just so bad. But the reality is this. If pornography is so bad, if porn is so bad, why do we have some porn in films and movies in Hollywood? When you watch some Hollywood films, whether it's American or maybe it's the great big franchises that you're quite aware of. For example, the 007, 007, James Bond, there is some porn in there. Women are always gladly in revealing outfits which are revealing, and there's always kissing, touching, and always some role play and always some foreplay that James Bond sometimes in those films is kissing, romancing women, and doesn't it look so porny or porno? Yeah, it does look pornographic to me, but porn itself is explicit sexual content, which really is content which is tailored to entertain in a sexual way that makes people a little bit edgy, ticky, hotty, maybe horny. Yeah. And there's been a far cry from people all over the world saying it should be barred, but it's been long time coming. But no matter how they do try to say they want to ban pornography or to buy it or to say it should be no more, they just keep on making it. Why do they keep on making it? Why do pornographic companies keep on releasing new material, new content? And at the same time, these pornographic companies keep on employing new people, new women, new men, and they still keep coming. So that means there is a market to it. And as far as there is a market to it, that means everyone is saying it. And everyone is saying it, that means it's not going away. And as far as it's not going away, that means it's a thing. And it will not disappear. It'll stay and unfold, and it will keep on being processed and keep on being created. And as far as I know, I think I should do something about it. Yeah. Yeah. That's to be human. I encourage you to enjoy yourself watching pornography, because if you don't watch it, what benefit do you have? You have to know something about it. You have to behold it. You have to see it. And as you see it, it'll satisfy you to your desires. And it'll do you some fair conduct to what it can do for you. Because in its very nature, it's just entertainment. And as it entertains, well, entertainment is what society needs. And entertainment is what the world desires. And everyone is always looking up to see what they can have for fun. And pornography offers such kinds of fun. It molds you. It makes you satisfied in ways which cannot be explained. And that's the reason we have pornographic videos and all sorts of things that really classified as porn or porn. And there's all sorts of porn. It's not a matter that you're this or that. There's porn for men, there's porn for women, there's porno even for teenagers. They even have teenage porn. Imagine that. They even have porn with pregnant women in it. They even have porn with old women and old men. And all these old women and old men, you might think that now they're too old. They should not be doing this or doing that. But in the pornographic material of old men and old women, these old men and women will be having sex with young women or young men. And that they do. And if you're 18 years and above, particularly 18, then you should consume it. But I'm sure for some people who are even younger, they're consuming it. There have been studies that young boys from the ages of 12 and 18, particularly 10, are consuming it, watching it. How do they get their hands to watch such a thing? It's because it's accessible. It's because it's there in the worldwide internet. And as far as that means pornography exists and that it's just accessible. It's nearly findable. You can find it anywhere. And as you can send that it's available for anyone, they can download it or get a copy to it or receive it from somewhere, maybe from a friend. That means it's there. There are a lot of groups online, like when you explore some groups of people who are a little bit secret about it, you can come across people telling you that so and so is a group about this, and you can come across on them on any social media, like a group of people coming together for one thing. At some point, I was just searching and scrolling on Facebook, and I discovered that on Facebook, there was a group of people. I mean, there's more than 10,000 of them, and they were unified together because it was a group about pornography. They share some pornographic material, some pornographic videos, and all sort of things and discussions they do. And that group consists of men, but there are women there, and might be a lot of women. So if such kinds of groups exist, well, it tells me that this thing that people are complaining about is quite popular, and it's not a matter that we can talk about it and say this is bad or this is wrong. It's to say that this thing exists, and as far as this thing exists, we have to understand it in high regard that this is a reality, and we live in a time and age where pornography has become popular. And there is no way to say you will inoculate people and immunize them against pornography, because pornography itself is just there in the internet. And why does it exist on the internet? It's because it's acceptable and allowed to be, because the producers of the pornographic material themselves are registered with governments, and they're classified as adult entertainment companies, which make material content which is consumed by people who are adults, anyone from the age of 18, 19, 20, particularly 18, because when you're 18 years old, you're old. You're now an adult person. So if they're making such content for those people, that means those people accept it and they want to consume it, and that makes you one of them. So that's why you should be consuming it, so that you understand what really it is. If you don't know it, if it's your first time to want to explore, to investigate, or to search it out, or to understand what porn is. But for me, I'll tell you that pornography itself is not harmful. What makes pornography harmful, what makes porn harmful, is someone being obsessed with it. If you're obsessed with pornography and now you cannot function without it, then porn has taken over control of your life. You shouldn't be highly obsessive or too attached to it, but you should be content with it and be just comfortable with it without feeling guilty. So some people feel guilt about it. That's where the problem is, because that will mean that there's a shame that you really are embarrassed. Some, they say it emasculates man, makes man weak. But I don't think so, because the whole ideology of pornography, it was created for men. It was created for men to explore their sexual fantasies, to enjoy and to indulge in that from the other side. Because not all men can have sex with many women, because to do that for some men you have to spend money, and money is a very sacred subject, because not everyone can just have money to spend money. So that's the thing there. On others, the issue is not merely watching pornography. For others, the issue is just merely failing to have a normal sexual relationship with a woman or a man, because now he or she is addicted to porn, and when he wants to have some sexual intercourse with his wife, he has to first of all watch porn so that he can get an erection. That's what they blame pornography for, and say that it affects men, because for some men they get hooked on it. But the merely issue is not addiction. The merely issue is that when people become hooked onto it and they now are relying on it for everything, that's when the trouble begins there. But it's not just the problem of people just relying on sexual pornographic material to have sex, but it's merely the idea that people shouldn't see other people having sex, which I say is wrong, because from all ages people have always watched other people have sex, and as they have done that, it was just regarded as liberating, and regarded as something that was quite of noble actions in that time to do that, because the invention of porn is not that. It was invested yesterday by men who vested themselves into it, but it was always there, even across the ages of time when the world was primitive, maybe. So for me, I encourage you to watch pornography, because porn is not harmful. What makes pornography harmful is your taste to it, is your obsession to it. But if you're going to watch it responsible, like an adult, and recognize that porn is just fantastic entertainment, it's there to bring a fictional fantasy of what sex should be between a man and a woman. It's there to reveal our ages and fantasies. Therefore, you should watch it, because why shouldn't you watch it when it is already there and when they are promoting it? You go to many social networks or social apps, and sometimes you come across advertisements or marketing networks advertising porn, saying, go to this website and see this and see that. Do you like some beautiful women? Do you enjoy watching? And people click on those tabs and go into them, and they see. And I'll say, is not a phenomenon. It's all something that people like, and that's why pornography will carry on being created and people carry on watching it. It consists of anyone making a sex video. That's what porn is. Whether it's a man or woman, whether it's a person or individual, whether it's two people, whether it's anyone, it doesn't matter race, and this is caste or color, creed. It's just motion of two human beings coming together to do sexual actions with one another, and that's what pornography is. And it's not because I say so, but it's me telling you that it already exists, so we should embrace it. It's not because we should be addicted to it, but we should acknowledge that it's there, and acknowledge that it's there, and understand what it is, what it does, and what purpose is it serving. For educational purposes, it's okay to view and watch pornography, because you're viewing sexual explicit content. And to participate into it, you have to be part of the action. If you want to be part of it, then you can join a company and be an actor if they accept you as suitable to be part of their visual and picture they want to portray. But for me, I'll say you have a right to watch it. You have to watch pornography because it is already available and it exists in the World Wide Web. And as it does exist in the World Wide Web, therefore you can see it and watch it. And it is up to you to decide that you want to see it, watch it if you've never seen it. But for those people who say it, you shouldn't feel guilty. You should acknowledge that you have a responsibility. You wanted to watch it, you wanted to see it, and therefore you have seen it, and you have to accept yourself and the responsibility that you're an adult and that it is by law a legal power that you have if you want to watch it. But for other people, if you want to quit watching pornography, well, you have to accept that you're hooked onto it, you're addicted to it, therefore you have to accept it and acknowledge yourself that you have such a trouble, a problem, and that you need help, maybe from others, to heal you or to assist you or to aid you so that you stop being addicted to it. But for those people who are not addicted to pornography, well, porn itself is harmful. For if pornography was that harmful, the government or society would not accept it being public, because pornography itself is public. It is for people who are grown up, who are from the ages of 18 and above. So if that is not an issue there. Therefore, it shouldn't be an issue because people who should be watching porn are grown-ups. So for little kids watching pornography, well, I'll say they know how to go about getting it. And since they know how to go about getting it, that means it's readily available. But anyone who is 18 years and above should watch it if they want to watch it, and that is a question that you yourself can answer. But for me, I would say it's a choice that people make, and since people make that kind of choice to do such kinds of things, to watch, I don't think watching is a problem, but I think doing is a problem, particularly if you're going to do something harmful to another human being because you have been watching pornography, and pornography is having a power in your life. Then I'll say that's where the issue is. But besides that, I encourage you to watch porn so that you understand what pornography is, and I encourage you to watch porn without shame, without guilty, so that you enjoy what it gives you. But understand one thing: pornography is itself a fantasy, a fiction. It's not a reality. Therefore, it shouldn't control you, and you should not be controlled by pornography. Me, myself, I'm not addicted to porn. I don't have issues with pornography. I acknowledge it exists and I've seen it. And some of it might be exciting, some of it might be boring, but it is there that people should say it, and it is there that people should ignore it. And that's up to you, but you decide. Not because I blame you. I don't blame you. I don't judge you. I don't condone or condemn you, but I acknowledge you that there are people who want to watch it, and my encouragement is for educational purposes, for learning, for information. Yes, there is a positive to it, there is a negative to it, but that's where I say it's a choice. Anyone has to decide what they want to do, and those who seek help should find help so that they are not addicted to porn. But for me, I'll say it's your choice, and everyone knows what is a benefit to them, and what they choose for their own advantage. And with that, the encouragement is that knowledge is power, and you should have it. So that is my word to you. Bye-bye.